Alright, this is the replay of the Tier 10 British cruiser, the Minotaur. This is an insanely fun ship for an insanely few people. She has a great rate of fire, as you'll see. And the turret rotation on these main guns is just scary fast. It's like 4.5 seconds to rotate 180 degrees. You can put so much lead in the air, it's just unbelievable. But she has no armor. And you'll see how I play her in this battle. Now, the first times that I played her, I was pretty aggressive, as I typically am. I tend to push a little hard, but in this battle I decided to hold back a bit and be more of a support role ship and use my long range to land hits from distance. And you can see the enemy lineup there. So you can see from the mini-map that most of our team has materialized below B cap, and there's a couple over by A, and I'm over by C, along with one other boat. So I'm going to cut across to the port side, and by the time I arrive by the 5 and 4 line, my team will have pushed forward. So let's go ahead and zip forward a little bit in the battle. Now, I have not had much time with this ship, so I'm still learning how to shoot, but you will see as the game progresses that I go from just a few hits up to 65. So I am still learning how to drive this boat, but I should have done more damage than I did, that's for sure. Anyway, the enemy is pushing hard towards B. Even the enemy ship over by A is coming over. So with their team pushing hard towards B and our team pushing hard towards B, it's sure to be a very busy intersection. Now, like I said, I'm still learning how to lead my gunfire with this ship, so it does take a little bit of moving and monitoring to see where the proper lead is, but I am starting to land some hits there. It's a pretty insane rate of fire, isn't it? It's just a shower of shells. And the first guy is gone. Next! I should be giving him more lead. Even a 5-second lead isn't quite enough. Gonna give him a bit more. Okay, now I'm landing some shells. You notice I do not have high explosive shells available, only armor piercing. Okay, wow, there's a ship rolling over there. Alright, so now it's 3-3. The enemy has C cap. We're in the process of taking B cap. Now I'm going to zip ahead a little bit, and a few things are going to happen. Now I'm currently at full health, not so much as a scratch, but I'm about to engage another Minotaur, a bot, and he's going to emerge, he's going to materialize just about in front of me. And watch what this guy can do. There he comes, and here comes the first gunfire. I see it on its way, and I start opening up, and bam, he just took away 20% of my health. Make that 25% of my health. Make that 40% of my health. I'll send a couple of torps down there, maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, he just vanished. He just completely vanished. And he's still firing. So he can see me. He's still landing shots. But I can't see him. There he's back. I hate it when that happens. So I am landing shots on him. Quite a few. But you can see his health is simply not dropping very much. Not very much at all. Well, I'm down to about 55% of full health. So now I did lay down a smoke screen. That was to cover myself. But I'm going to turn around now. And I'm just guessing where he's at. As it turns out, he turned off to his starboard, my port. And you can see my smoke screen. He spotted me, and he went off that way, and no sooner have I turned with a 15-second lead, he lands more salvos. Boom! I am at 40% health. He really did some damage. Now, I landed 2 citadels on him. 2 citadels, and he's only down 40% of his health. And there's his parting shot, I think. No, there it is. So, for a bot, this guy is insanely accurate. And he's in a Minotaur. I'm in a Minotaur too. I should have done more damage than I did. So, I am going to send some torps down that way. I don't know if he's going to charge through that fog bank at me or not, but it can't hurt. Now my shots here were poorly aimed, but still, he should not have that much health. Not when I landed 2 citadels on him. And here comes 1 salvo from him. Oh man. So I press repair, try and get some more health back. I'm going to head over towards C. Let me zip ahead a bit. Okay, so there's an enemy ship on the far side of this mountain, and I'm just guessing at what the proper lead is, proper elevation of the guns. Maybe I'll get lucky and land a hit. He's going again up against a friendly Hindenburg. And about the time I start to figure out where I need to aim is when my shots are going to start headed into a mountain, so no reason to fire. And the Hindenburg got him. So, the last enemy is probably coming up behind our Hindenburg. Oh, there he is. One shot at lead 5, and the other shot's at lead 15. Now, he's at full speed by now. And when I'm leading him by 15 seconds, I'm missing him. So bear in mind that in order to hit some ships, you're going to have to go off the shooting scale. You're going to have to point beyond what the scales are capable of pointing out. And maybe you'll get him. Okay, so we wiped out the Hindenburg. Now he's either going to continue ahead and go for decap, or he's going to turn around and head for C. I don't know, but I'm going to take a guess that he's going to go for decap. So I'm going to go ahead and send some torps down the Narrows here. Don't know if it'll work, but hey, what have I got to lose? Nothing. And I am capturing C now. They lead us in points, but not by much. Now, as it turns out, I was wrong about what the enemy Minotaur is going to do. He is actually turning around and heading for C-cap. I haven't figured that out yet. I want to make sure that I get C-cap, so don't run out of the cap, because then all your progress is lost. Alright, got it. So we are making points faster than the enemy team is now. I suppose if I stayed away from him, well, we might pull ahead and win, I do not know. But I'm going to pause the video here and point something out. He's going to come out behind me. If you look on the mini-map, that island tip at D8, he's going to come out from there behind me. And watch how much time I have to react, and watch how much damage he is able to do. So I'll get my torpedoes lined up and send them. Send them. Okay, is he there? No, he's behind me. So I turn to fire and boom, one salvo. Boom, two salvos, dead. 50% of my health, two salvos. This has been a reoccurring theme throughout every battle I've ever had with the Minotaur. This is a glass cannon. If you're accustomed to pushing ahead in battles, you will not like this ship. This ship is really suited for a very defensive player who stays far away and uses long-range fire to deal damage. Or someone who likes to hide behind an island, poke out, fire a couple of rounds, then pull back behind the island, poke out, fire a couple of rounds, go back behind the island, etc. It's simply too fragile of a boat to withstand any damage. Now that was from a cruiser, another Minotaur. I believe they only have 152 or 156 millimeter guns. Those aren't big guns. But look how much damage he was able to do, and in very, very little time. There was a battle I was in against a battleship, and I was at full health, and one salvo, he obliterated me in just one salvo. I was dead. Battle was over in like 2 minutes. So do not approach battleships if you are in this ship. Do not approach other cruisers if you are in this ship. Stay back, stay hidden, stay out of range, and use long-range sniper fire. Learn how to fire those guns. Something else you'll need to know about the Minotaur. Let me go ahead and bring up the battle screen. You can see the team score there, how everybody did. Get a detailed report, but right here. Now, granted, I died and only landed 100 and something hits, so it would make sense that I would be in the negative numbers for credits. I lost money playing this ship. But as you progress up the tiers, when you get to level Tier 8, Tier 9, and Tier 10, you should expect that even if you do sink enemy ships, land lots of hits, and survive and win the battle, you are going to wind up with negative silver. I did some reading and found out that World of Warships does this on purpose. They want people to have to go back and play the other tiers to make money, because if they didn't do that, people would play Tier 10, 9, 8 all the time. So there is some logic to their thinking. This ship is definitely not for everybody, but if you're a defensive player, then the Minotaur is going to teach you how to be a very, very, very defensive player. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have fun.